Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're well. Happy fall equinox, happy Libra season, and welcome to Neptunian Serenity. I want to do a little video today where I just pull some cards for the collective energy to celebrate this fall equinox. So I'm going to pull some cards for you guys and see what's going on in the air. What do we need to know? What do we need to hear? I have the Rider-Waite Tarot and also the messages from the Mermaids Oracle. So we'll pull some cards from these and we'll see what comes up. All right, so let's go. What's the collective energy for this fall equinox? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? All right, I'm going to show you your cards when I pulled them all. Okay. What's going on here? What does the collective need to hear? Can you clarify the Seven of Wands, please? And can you clarify? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stop here for now. We have 6 cards on the table, plus the bottom of the deck. So the first card that came out was the 8 of Wands. Came out quite quickly, which is typical for the 8 of Wands. Then we got the 7 of Wands. So we got 2 Wands card right at the beginning, so that's interesting. We got the 6 of Cups. We have Strength, okay. And I pulled that as a clarifier for the 8 of Wands. Yeah, I should have showed them together, but that's okay. The 4 of Pentacles to clarify the 7 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands reversed, clarifying the 6 of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck we have Judgment, and I did look underneath. We have Death, and then we have Ace of Wands reversed, and at the top we have the Star. Okay, so there's a lot of really strong, powerful energy. Obviously, passion, energy with these 2 Wands cards that came out at the beginning. They're really standing out in this reading. Okay, so the 8 of Wands is about fast movement and changes. As I said, you know, since I said like it came out quickly, and I was like, that's typical for the 8 of Wands because that is what it represents. It's also passion, obviously, as I explained, since Wands is the suit that is associated with the element of fire. And then we got the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is also about those things, but specifically in the way of asserting oneself. So asserting your beliefs, asserting your place, asserting your worth, whatever it is that you need to assert whenever you are. This is the type of card that you pull when you need to really speak up and speak your mind and take up the space that you're in instead of just kind of dissolving into the background. And with the energy of Libra season that is starting with this fall equinox and that we will have for this next month, Libra is a lot. The Sun in Libra cares a lot about relationships with another person, and so connecting with someone else is something that really fulfills the Libra Sun. But Libra is also about balance, so we want to connect to others and let ourselves be inspired by them and all of those things, which are really beautiful, while also having the balance of our own sense of self and our own sense of worth, so that one or the other does not like erase the other. So for example, we take what inspires us from others, but we also have our own sense of self and our own preferences and our own beliefs. And also, when we have our own beliefs, we also are open-minded to other people. So it's that kind of balance that we need to have. And right now, this could be unbalanced, which is what these cards are saying, and you may need to speak up more and assert your beliefs and believe in yourself. And that is very, and it could be about monetary things. With this Pentacle card clarifying the Seven of Wands, where you need or how or what about, like, what the subject is of what you need to, okay, that sentence was not it. Where you need to assert yourself could be connected to money or to your belongings, to your home, to your career, at work, for example, because the Pentacles rule is the actual concrete earthly dimension of life. So all the things that I just mentioned, money and career and work, all of those things. So you may need to kind of assert yourself, and especially, you know, this image, the Four of Pentacles, it's always kind of showing someone who's really like tightly holding on to their money. So maybe you're in a situation where you are giving too much money away, or you have an arrangement with someone, it's actually not really working, it's not it's taking too much away from you, or you have people around you who keep asking you for money, or who've borrowed from you and they haven't paid back yet, and it's kind of getting like, you know, like it's not good, like it's kind of starting to feel like they're taking advantage of you. Okay, and if you've been feeling like that, like you are correct, is what these cards are saying, and they're like, hey, you should speak up and assert yourself, like you're not crazy. And obviously that can be kind of a delicate situation, especially when it is someone that we care about, like a family or a friend or a close one, but it is definitely needed, and you may need to have a longer conversation with someone. Maybe they've been avoiding the topic and there's a reason why they haven't been paying up or something like that, and you need to talk about it. And also respect yourself within that and say, well, I need you to pay me back or something, or I can't give you when you ask me. And they should respect that. If they want to be in your life, if they want to respect you, they should be capable of respecting that, okay? With this Eight of Wands, and then clarified by the Strength card, this is really strong Leo energy. And as I said, we got the specific message of asserting yourself with money or with career with the Seven of Wands, but I feel like this Eight of Wands and Strength is really like just generally in your life to really, I think this is really encouraging you to not doubt yourself so much, to not overthink or think twice about each of your decisions. You might be someone who, and this is also kind of Libra energy, so maybe you have Libra energy in your chart, maybe not, but maybe you're in an energy either right now or just in your personality in general where you have to think a really long time before making a decision, whether it's small ones or big ones or both. Maybe you just doubt yourself, you're not sure that you're making the right decision and all of those things, and these cards are really telling you like, hey, you need to just embrace who you are and learn to trust yourself and just go for it sometimes. And when you develop, the thing is, it's difficult to start when it's not something that you're used to, trusting yourself with your decisions. And that can be, when you are like that, it can be for many different kinds of reasons. But the thing is, it comes with trial and error. You need to sometimes just let go, even when you're terrified of it, even if you're so unsure and you're so worried about what might happen. You need to try it out and let go and just make a decision or say something or take an action that scares you and see what happens, because it's when you try it and you experience it that you will start with experience to trust yourself, and then it will become easier. So I know it's not necessarily an easy place to start with, but I will, if you are in this situation, I will advise you to start with small decisions, especially if you overthink even small decisions. So just stuff in your day-to-day life, like don't start this process with like, who am I? Or like, should I change my whole entire career? Because yes, obviously that is terrifying. But even if you do start with that, I don't think that's necessarily wrong. I was just suggesting and advising that because I thought that could be easier for you, could feel more gentle of a transformation. And Yeah, even if you make a decision and at the end, like, you regret it, or you feel maybe it wasn't the right one, like, you'll learn with experience. It's also about knowing that if something difficult does come out of that ending, first of all, it's not your fault, and also you can hold yourself through that and you'll be there for yourself as well, okay? And finally, with the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands in reverse, this feels, I mean, it could very well all be connected. There's something about a relationship here, and I did feel like it could have, when I pulled the card, I did feel like it could be romantic, could be a friendship for some of you, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is romantic relationship. The Six of Cups is a card connected to soulmates, so if that's something that you connect with, feel free to take that for you. If not, or if you're not sure, let that go. But this is the card of a relationship, someone that you already know. This is not a new person. This is someone that you already know, maybe even that you've known for a long time, that perhaps you've met in childhood, someone with whom you can let your inner child have fun, things like that. It's someone that you already know, basically. You have someone you have history with. And with this Four of Wands in reverse here, I feel like this relationship is not really successful right now, in whichever way you would perceive it as successful, whatever that word means to you. I don't feel like there is harmony in this situation with this Four of Wands in reverse. Perhaps even this is like a no contact situation where you haven't really talked in a long time, or when you do talk, it's very kind of like surface level. It's just not filling for your heart and for your soul in the way that you would want it to be. Because I do think that you like this person, or at least you want them to be in your life. And I think that there's some sort of longing here that's expressed by these two cards coming out together. This could also be a connection where you do speak, but you just kind of live far away from each other. And because of that, it's difficult to really be as much in contact with them as you would wish to be, okay? Either way, there's a sense of frustration. There's also a sense of longing I'm getting from these cards, and it's definitely someone that you love and you would want them to be more in your life than they are at the moment. And so I feel like we've been talking about this whole time, you know, learning to trust yourself, to make decisions, just sometimes going for it. This could be very well connected to this, but I'm not getting details on what those actions would be, because I feel like a lot of you already know, you already have an idea of what those actions could be. It's really the whole process about going for it, trusting yourself, and loving yourself enough that you want to give that opportunity to yourself as well. Okay, so now finally, oh yeah, and with this Judgment card at the bottom, this is telling me that this is a big life lesson for you. Okay, this is really something important. And also, not just like because this person is important for you or because this is a big step, but this is also the universe confirming, because this is the second to last card of the major arcana before the World card. This card also represents like a soul calling, destiny, and it also represents being almost at your goal, because we've done the whole journey. Okay, there's 22 cards in the major arcana, and this is the second to last one. So we've done this whole journey from the Fool up until the Judgment card, and this is like the last little thing that you need to do, the last little shadow work that you need to do before you get to the World, which is completion of a cycle and fulfillment. So this stuff that you're dealing with at the moment, that you're struggling with, it's like the last little thing before you've completed a whole cycle and you feel so much more at peace. Okay, so I hope that's very encouraging for you. It's a very beautiful card, and it's also a card that always tells me like you are exactly where you need to be right now, and yes, this is meant for you, whatever it is that you're thinking about. Okay, so now I'm noticing that I'm nearing the 15 minutes mark, and I'm not sure. I'm gonna post this video on Instagram, obviously, and sometimes in the past I had troubles with like not being able to post longer videos than 15 minutes on there. So if that happens, sorry, there's a plane going by. If that happens and I can't post the whole video and it cuts, I will put it on YouTube as well. And the link will be in my bio, okay? If there's anything like that. But if there's no problem, we're just gonna keep going, all right? And if you keep seeing this right now, we've passed the 15 minutes mark. If you keep seeing this on Instagram, there's no problem, you just stay here, okay? I would have put this video on YouTube as well at the same time, so you can watch it either way. Okay, so now let's finally pull some cards from this beautiful messages from the Mermaids Oracle. Okay, so what are some messages from the Mermaids for the collective? What do they need to hear? Five, 7 of Wands and 4 Pentacles. All right, so let's see. I pulled 3 cards. So the first card that we have is Solitude. And it's kind of clarifying the 8 of Wands and the Strength card because it's on top of it. Next, for the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles, we have Trust. And finally, for the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Wands reverse, we have Dive Deep. Alright, and at the bottom of the deck, we have Re-energize. Alright, so definitely, yes, this is definitely a spread about, I feel like I'm guiding you towards making a next step in your life or in this specific relationship or in multiple areas of your life. And I think that these 2 cards that are kind of telling you like you need to spend some time alone at the moment in your own energy to really kind of clear your own mind, and you'll feel much more at peace and much more sure of yourself and of what you want to do, how you want to approach these situations once you've spent some time alone. And also I'm hearing could be good for you to kind of have like a routine. So if you're capable of having, it doesn't have to be like you book like a weekend getaway where you're alone for the entire weekend. It can be if you want to, it doesn't have to be. But maybe at least try to have like at least half an hour or an hour every single day alone if you have this kind of little routine, so you're sure that after you spend the day out and about with other people, maybe at work, at school, whatever, that you get this moment of just relaxing and clocking back into your own energy at the end of the day, okay? And I'm hearing no phone when I'm saying this. So if you're spending all of your time alone on your phone, try not to do that, okay? If you are already spending some time alone, this is just confirming that this is good for you. Keep doing this. And we also have re-energize. So I think some of you, I think this is definitely connected. Like when you'll spend some time alone, you will re-energize. And also like you need to take some time out. So maybe you've been doing too many things. Like maybe you've been working like a lot of hours recently, or you've been like taking on a lot of obligations, or you've been like going out with people a lot, like every single night, or you know, all of your time, your free time has been taken up by doing things that take a lot of your energy. So this is also like a suggestion to maybe kind of pull back a little bit, if you, as much as you can, as much as you want to, and that will help you move forward as well. Because this is definitely, this whole step into your life, it's definitely going to take some emotional energy. So it's going to be a lot easier if right now you kind of re-energize to prepare for this change that you're going to create in your life. And I actually want to read from the booklet the messages from these 2 cards. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to finish this reading. All right? Okay. I didn't put them back in the right place, but it's okay. Okay, so we're gonna read Dive Deep first. This card. Dive deeply into your current situation to help reveal any hidden factors at play. Relax to feel comfortable and acclimatize to this new environment. Mermaids are very much at home in the watery world of emotions. Their environment is fluid, just like our emotions, always flowing and forever changing. As you dive into the depths of yourself, experience the magic and wonder of your beautiful inner world. Embrace this magical and vast aspect of yourself and know that you're timeless and limitless in the depths of your being. The journey within can go as deep as you wish and can be a powerfully transformational experience. You may like to explore the secret practice of shamanism, which involves diving deep into our shadow side so we can become healed on deeper levels. Diving deep can reveal many inner mysteries. Learn to observe them with a clear perspective and try to do this without attachment to anything that's discovered. Allow revelations to happen naturally. One way to do this is to watch any inner discoveries as if you're watching a TV screen, but without any emotional attachments to what you're viewing. Another meaning of this card is that you or someone else could be staying on the surface of a situation when it would be preferable to dive deep and explore the deeper meaning of what's really going on. It can take courage to do this, as we often fear the unknown, but usually the discovery isn't as bad as we think, and often it can bring joy and freedom, sometimes from years of avoidance. This card's meaning could also be literal. It could be telling you it's time to go for a swim and or learn to dive. All right, I definitely saw this card as meaning, you know, with the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands and that relationship with someone that's special to you and that isn't going the way you wish it is. I definitely saw this card to mean that you need to dive deep with this person, dive a little bit deeper, and if they're not initiating a more in-depth conversation or meeting, perhaps you could do that, because you kind of need to, I think you have things that you need to express, and it's kind of time that you do that a little bit more. All right, finally, we're gonna read for the Trust card, which is so beautiful and so colorful. I love these cards. Okay, so trust in life. Nothing happens by chance, and the universe is guiding you towards your destiny. Have faith and trust. This mermaid says everything is working out perfectly and for the highest good of all, even if it doesn't feel that way right now. It's important to put your trust in life and know that all is well. Sometimes we can feel like a feather in the wind, blown this way and that. Excuse me. Feeling out of control. Yet the truth is, we're never truly in control. Allow your heart and inner wisdom to guide you through your situation, knowing that your sun will rise and shine once again. When our rational mind becomes dominant and our need to control takes over, life can be challenging. Yet within our mind, we also have the power to turn things around and surrender to our destiny as it unfolds, even if this feels uncomfortable at times. Know that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should, and there's nothing to concern yourself about. Life is creative and full of twists and turns. It's all a part of the grand, harmonious symphony of existence. But it's okay to sing out of tune sometimes. Trust that life is metaphorically helping you to compose a brand new song. However you interpret this card's meaning, the core message will keep coming back to trust. The place where you now find yourself is an indication that your destiny is unfolding. It's a time of rebirth into the new and unknown, which can be frightening, even though there's nothing to fear. Go within and know all is well as you trust in your life's process. All right, I have nothing else to add. I think it said it all. What a beautiful way to kind of summarize and close out this reading. Thank you, spirits, thank you, spirit guides, and thank you, mermaids, and thanks to you for tuning in and bringing your energy unknowingly into this beautiful reading. All right, so thank you for listening. Happy equinox, happy Libra season, sending you so much love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.